Governor Mills has signed into law a bill that gives Mainers with tribal IDs free admission to Maine state parks. LD 14, an act to provide Indigenous peoples free access to state parks, applies to any member of a federally recognized Indian nation, tribe, or band in Maine. It waives the admission fee to any state-owned park, historic site, camping area, or beach, so long as you present a tribal ID. Democratic Senator Craig Hickman, who put forth the legislation, said, quote, "Indigenous peoples have lived here for generations. Their ancestors were the stewards of this land long before the first immigrants arrived, and they deserve to enjoy the unceded land that belongs to them without cost," unquote. The law will go into effect this summer.